Hey YouTube, He Likes to Go here, back with some more Master League battles. Today we're going to be showcasing a team that I created, running my Hundo Hisuian Avalugg, my Shundo Ho-Oh, and my Hundo Tapu Bulu in the back to cover those Kyogres and Palkias and everything. And yeah, we're just going to hop right into the battles here. These were a lot of fun. You're going to see how a lot of these leads play out if you'd like to use this team for yourself. First up, we have Gyarados coming in. I always shield up the first one and usually lose charge attack priority even though I have the best buddy. So I shield up the first, I no shield the second. He most likely won't shield this one up as well, but that's okay because we can eat another Aqua Tail, maybe 2 more, 3 more because he's now double debuffed. Go ahead and just farm this thing down, see what comes in, and now we won the lead. Just like that, it's going to be a Metagross. Go ahead and crunch this thing. He probably doesn't expect that move on there, and we let the Metagross go down. Come in with the Ho-Oh. Send in the Tapu Bulu. It's got an Annihilate in the back. We are down a shield, but I know this is just going to be an... let's go ahead and it's a Shadow Ball. He full sends a Shadow Ball. I start spamming off these Nature's Madness. Each one is going to be stronger and stronger, and he is weak to Fairy because he's fighting type. So right here, we're going to most likely not shield this up. I double debuffed him by now, and I'm going to come in with the Ho-Oh. And he's got a Metagross coming in. He's going to fire off the Meteor Mash. We're resisted there, and I'm just going to completely farm this thing down, and then he's going to be a top left GG. Next, Mewtwo. This is an interesting one. There's 2 ways to play this. I always like to Icy Wind. I wait for him to throw because no matter what, he's going to get charge attack priority, so I go ahead and build up as much energy as I can before he throws. Fire off the Icy Wind. He doesn't want to respect that. This is where I go ahead and fake him out with the Crunch, and get that Mewtwo out of there. In comes Tyranitar. We're still remaining in alignment here. I'm going to go ahead and Icy Wind this thing as soon as possible because he does have that that rock type move hurting me there. I no shield up the Brutal Swing, bank an Icy Wind for later. I'm coming with the Tapu Bulu. What does he have in the back? It's going to be a Necrozma. I'm way ahead on energy. We're going to fire off Nature's Madness number 1, which is always the least. You don't want to block the first one. I would always let the first one go because it's the second one and the third one are going to be stronger. I believe right here he does bait me with a Dark Pulse, so I go ahead and call that, make the Nature's Madness. And we pulled both shields right there, coming in with the Ho-Oh. And this is most likely gonna be a Moongeist Beam. Oh, it's just a Dark Pulse, that's right. He baits me there, and he tries to snipe me down with this Tyranitar energy, and I come in with the Avalugg, Icy Wind. And now he fires off a Moongeist Beam, but that's completely fine because we're able to just fire off 1 Incinerate for the W. GG's. Next opponent, another Gyarados. We saw this before. We're going to see how this plays out. I could be running Rock Slide and I can just one-shot that thing, but most Avaluggs are running Icy Wind set and either Crunch or yeah, it's usually just Crunch or Rock Slide there. Anyway, we're going back and forth here, eating a couple of Aqua Tails, taking that super effective damage from the water typing, but that's okay. We've already debuffed him twice by now. We're making it to a 3rd one. And that Aqua Tail is going to knock him out, and he's going to come in with the Metagross. I'm going to let the Avalugg go down, send in the Ho-Oh. This is pretty much just the same battle as before, except he's got Haxorus in the back, and I save swapped into my Tapu Bulu. Now we've got the advantage because we're Fairy against Dragon. One-shots that thing. I'm not going to be able to make another Nature's Madness here. He's going to super effective take me out, and I come in with the Ho-Oh. He does still have a shield, but I'm not sure what he's going to do right here. Probably just another top left. He's going to fire off the Earthquake, and I get an Incinerate down, and GG's to the opponent. Next lead, Mewtwo again. Shiny Mewtwo coming in hot. Looks like it's a Shundo as well. We're going to block that Side Strike and get to the Crunch this time. I believe that they just don't expect the Crunch, so this time he did. That's okay. Now instead of dropping his attack like I could have, by now he'd be double debuffed by here, but that's okay. We're going to fire off the Icy Wind, drop that attack, and he does shield that one up, and I get the defense drop. This is major for us. I go ahead and make it to another Crunch. And now I undercharged just a little bit. I think I undercharged just a little too much, or maybe it just didn't knock him out. I'm not sure. I felt like another Crunch would have knocked him out. I got to replay that back. Come in with the Ho-Oh. And what is the guy? He comes in with the Origin Dialga. This is one of the best situations to be in because you have a head of energy on Ho-Oh. Takes neutral damage, but way more than neutral because that's steel typing. And I come in with the Dialga and I come with the Bulu and I catch a Roar of Time. That was awesome catch right there, and I'm able to make a Nature's Madness on the Yveltal. I believe he might have the Oblivion Wing. If he doesn't, yes he does, and I come in with the Ho-Oh. He's going to fire off another Oblivion Wing, And I'm going to be able to, ooh, I think I make a mistake right here, and I Brave Bird, and I probably could have got the farm down with it, but I was paranoid about, getting knocked out right there. GG's to the opponent. We have Togekiss on the lead. I come in, he comes in with the Necrozma. We're going to Icy Wind and drop this thing's attack. Stay in, there's no need to swap out sometimes. He goes ahead and Dark Pulses me, and I'm going to probably fire off the Crunch right here, the secret attack. And he doesn't respect it. Down goes the Necrozma, in comes Palkia. Now he's going to be stuck in a matchup where he is Icy Wind debuffed against whatever I decide to come in with, which is going to be Tapu Bulu. And I'm able to make one more Icy Wind, double debuffing his attack. Gonna let the Avalugg go down. This is the importance of taking switch. And now that he's double debuffed, let's see what this Draco Meteor does. And I comes in with the Togekiss. I safe swap out into Ho-Oh, and this is just a game over, man. I will block the Ancient Power, but I'll be able to make 100 energy against this Togekiss. Fire off another Sacred Fire. Down goes the Charmer, and then Palkia comes in, and I go ahead and let this go through because I do have the Tapu Bulu in the back. And I actually almost made another Brave Bird right there. And we have the Nature's Madness loaded, and it's a GG to the opponent. Next lead, another Gyarados. Everybody's running Gyarados here, I believe, today, or when I was playing. This is these battles are from before the Go Battle League weekend. This weekend, I had them previously recorded, and I have been battling a lot this weekend, but I haven't been recording a lot and filming and making much content. I've been trying to focus on getting my elo up. Anyway, we're just gonna go back and forth here against this Gyarados. Now that he's debuffed, I pulled both shields and come in with the Tapu Bulu and see what he decides to do. He decides to let the Gyarados go down. And then there was Groudon coming in. Maybe he lagged a turn there or didn't stop playing, I don't know, but I got way ahead on energy. I'm able to fire off the Grass Knot for the one shot. We got a Landorus in the back, and this is just game over. I think maybe because of that one little lag or mistake right there. Threw his whole game off, or we're going to go ahead and let this Tapu Bulu take out the Lando, and that's going to be a good game, kind of. Alright, hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And we just started YouTube a few weeks ago, about a month ago. And but I've been making content for a long time on Instagram, so we're going to continue that here and have a lot of fun. We have Ho-Oh on the lead. I try to throw in good timing. He comes in with the Kyogre and tries to snipe my energy, and this is where he's made a mistake because I'm going to just one-shot this thing almost, and then if I had Tapu Bulu as my best buddy, I'd do a little bit more damage and have one-shot that Kyogre, but in comes the Ho-Oh again. That's okay, we're going to get knocked out here, and on the way down, hit him with one Nature's Madness for the defense drop. I'm going to wait our switch clock, come back in with Avalugg. He's going to fire off the Sacred Fire right away. Perfectly fine. I'm going to build up and fire off another Icy Wind. See, I could have Rock Slide, so they want to respect it and block it just in case. They don't want to let that move knock him out. Now I come in with my own Ho-Oh, knowing that he's double debuffed in attack. I just go ahead and eat that Brave Bird for breakfast, and in comes a regular Dialga, and he is going to get roasted like a half Greek style chicken. Boom. And I shielded up. The Iron Head, I didn't even have to do that, but that's a good game to the opponent. Next lead, Landorus. This is great for us. He may stay in. Decide to throw the Sandsear Storm. If that's how you want to play this, you want to... Actually, I usually block the first one there. I didn't decide to. I let it go, and he comes in with Kyogre. This is beautiful. This is exactly why I hired Tapu Bulu. I'm going to go ahead and fire off the Nature's Madness. I could have did way more attack right there. I could have hit him for way more damage with the Grass Knot, but I figured that maybe he would block one. He ended up not blocking. I ended up undercharging, and he still blocks. So now I'm like, okay. I believe I shield this up because I do want to take switch. Keep alignment, drop the defense on whatever is coming in the back next right here. It's most likely going to be that Landorus. Another Nature's Madness coming through, and he safe swapped out in the Palkia, and that's actually smart because he knows that the Bulu is going to be my best answer to the Palkia, but that's okay. Now he's stuck in a debuffed matchup against my Ho-Oh that I swapped into, and now we can just eat a couple Aqua Tails. Even though it is a heavy-hitting Pokemon, his defense is dropped. His attack is dropped, and I'm able to make a Brave Bird right here. Fire that off. We got an incoming Landorus taking that neutral Mud Shot damage. We're going to let this go ahead and go through. Coming with my Avalugg with the Icy Wind loaded for the good game. Well played, my friend. Alright, next battle, Dragonite. Great for us. He's probably going to bail out of there and send in the Tyranitar. It's okay. He's got Bite Tyranitar, the fast attack, so it doesn't hurt as much as the Rock Throw would. I go ahead and drop his attack. He didn't have to block that, but he decided to, and I'm going to double debuff his attack right here. I may stay here, or I just send in Tapu Bulu. And we're going to go ahead and fast move this thing down, hit it, or maybe hit him with one Nature's Madness, and let's see what he decides to come in with. It's going to be a Dragonite. I don't know why he decided to do that. Maybe the whole team is weak to Tapu Bulu. That's what I'm thinking at this point. If he came back into a fairy matchup with a dragon. You go ahead and superpowers right there, and in comes a Kyogre, and he is triple weak to Tapu Bulu. I'm so happy that I pulled this hundo. I rated hard for it. I tried to get it, and I ended up getting it, and I had the candies already from rating it previously, and I maxed it out right away. Alright, so we have a battle coming in here against Dragonite and Ho-Oh. You go ahead and Dragon Claw. I have the Brave Bird loaded. There's nothing he can do. Lets the dragon go down. That's a good game to the opponent. Next lead, Zarude. You know how this goes. We're both taking super effective damage from the fast move, but I go ahead and make the Icy Wind first. He does have a Best Buddy Zarude, but maybe I won't charge attack priority there. He sends in the Power Whip, and it comes in with a Reshiram. And I'm going to go ahead and Icy Wind him as well, because now he's going to be safe swapped into a matchup with a lowered attack. Fusion Flare coming through. I'm going to go ahead and build up to another Icy Wind, and I'm going to have just enough energy to probably make another or safe swap out of there and bank one and catch a Fusion Flare onto Ho-Oh. That is double debuffed. At this point, he is shieldless. We're both shieldless, and he's going to come in with his Zekrom. I go ahead and fire off the Brave Bird. And I know that it's resisted, but I know that also he didn't have much energy built to where I was going to be able to make a second Brave Bird and make him throw his energy there. We come in with the Avalugg. What does he have coming in? It's going to be that Zarude again, and I save swap into my Bulu. Now we're taking no damage from his charge attack pressure. Both are resisted, Power Whip and Dark Pulse. He comes in back in with the Reshiram. He's going to most likely cook me right here. And but I do have energy loaded on that Avalugg from previously. That's why it's always good to get out of there with a little bit of energy. But this is where I believe he knocks me out. 1 HP in a drain, man. He survived. That was a good game, well played. Next lead we have Lugia. Lugia can't touch Avalugg. He's completely resisted between the Sky attacks and the Aero Blast, and the Rock typing and Avalugg. So I drop his attack. In comes a Groudon. I'm also going to drop this thing's attack. Avalugg does not care. He's ruthless. I'm going to safe swap into my Ho-Oh. Now he's going to be hitting me with the Precipice Blades, but that's okay. It is resisted. Neutral damage because of the flying type, and he's also debuffed. So I go ahead and come out of here with 100 energy on this Ho-Oh, which is scary to any Pokemon. He might expect this Sacred Fire right here. And actually, he's shielded up anyway. He wants to keep this Giratina healthy, but now I do have the Brave Bird loaded. He blows both of his shields. We still have both of our shields, and I come in with the Avalugg. And I catch a move, but I may shield this up because it is an Ancient Power. And the next one is another Ancient Power. I just wanted to shield up first. I'm going to go ahead and Crunch. The reason I do this is because I have a potential debuff. I know that neither move would knock them out, but Crunch could potentially give them a debuff, and then that way I could fire up the Icy Wind and a little undercharge to get a little bit extra energy. And I catch a Sky attack onto my Ho-Oh. That was pretty much his last chance at this point. I do believe I make a Nature's Madness to lower his defense, but of course he's going to knock me out because Flying type versus Grass, he's going to go bye-bye. And actually I'm able to make another Nature's Madness because he wanted to have enough energy, and that's knocked him out the sky. Good game. Well played. We have Necrozma on the lead. I believe I do stay in here. 2 ways to play it. It all depends how you want to do it. If you want to Icy Wind, drop his attack, and then you know he's not going to block, but you're most likely going to have to block this if it's a Moongeist Beam. If he does bait and Dark Pulse baits you, it does get a little bit awkward. Anyway, he ends up swapping into Annihilate, but coming with my Tapu Bulu. Like I said, the first one, it's not usually you don't have to block that, but Annihilate is weak to Fairy, so he does have to. And now there's an Ice Punch coming through, excuse me, and he knocks out my Tapu Bulu. And now I'm going to come in with the Ho-Oh. And I believe there's a Shadow Ball coming through. Oh, it's just a Night Slash. Maybe he tried to bait me, right? Oh no, he only has a Night Slash Ice Punch, that's right. Coming through with a Sacred Fire, knocking that ape out, and he sends back in the Necrozma. I send in my Tapu Bulu, and I go ahead and Crunch the Dialga. I was actually trying to get that onto the Necrozma, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and make an Icy Wind, drop his attack, most likely make another. If not, at this point I will let the Avalugg go down. We're double affected to that Iron Head there, and I will be able to get the farm down. No, I will not, but I know that this is also just an Iron Head, which is resisted. So now at this point, immediately fire off the Sacred Fire, most likely getting a little debuff, so I can just make the Brave Bird. Oh, I didn't even get the, I didn't pull the debuff bit there, but Shundo Ho-Oh just coming through. Brave Bird. The knockout. GG's to the opponent. Palkia, pay attention to this one here. This is how you want to play this. He's going to most likely, it's kind of like Gyarados, he's going to get the charge attack priority no matter what. So you can either build up to almost 2 or go ahead and fire that 1 after you build up a little bit of energy. I like to fire off double Icy Winds there, double debuffing his attack, and I make a catch onto my Tapu Bulu. The reason I do that is so that way when I come into that matchup later, I will have an Icy Wind, and I believe he doesn't have the Opportunity loaded. I do bait out the Ho-Oh, which is good and bad. I'm not going to be able to get another Nature's Madness off, but mind you, his defense is dropped right here from that 1 Nature's Madness I got off. At this point, I think he expects the Avalugg coming in. Yep. So I go ahead and throw him off and then come in with the Ho-Oh, take that Sacred Fire damage, and I fire off my Brave Bird. Now I come back in with my Avalugg, and he knocks out my Avalugg, and I believe my win count at this point is just going to be straight 100% on energy and farming that Ho-Oh down, because he dropped his own defense after Brave Birding me. We one-shot the Necrozma coming in. We're just able to make a Brave Bird. Good game to the opponent, man, but the Ho-Oh is just way too clutch, and he even swapped out and got rid of his debuff there, but had no chance against my Ho-Oh. Another Palkia lead. We just do the same thing. Shield up the first, it's going to be the most damage. No shield up the second, because it will be less damage. Makes sense, right? Actually, we're going to do the same play. Thank it, and come in with the Tapu Bulu. He could have made a catch onto something right there, but thankfully he didn't. He ends up blowing his shield, coming in with the Landorus. I'm going to drop it. He's going to go ahead and fire off the Sandsear Storm, which is resisted. It does drop my attack, but we're fine with this. Having so much fun with this team, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. We got a Nature's Madness, another Nature's Madness coming through. He wanted to go the Sandsear Storm route and try to fire me, take me out, doing a little bit of damage instead of farming up to the Stone Edge. Palkia coming back in. Now we have the Avalugg with the loaded energy from before, outpacing him, dropping his attack, taking his shield, and taking him out as well. Avalugg and Tapu Bulu core together just make a beautiful combination with Ho-Oh. Coming in, we have the Necrozma. Is going to fire off the Sunseal Strike. Boom, boink. Didn't do too much damage. It is resisted, but it still does about a pretty good chunk of damage to the Ho-Oh there. Next, we have Necrozma on the lead. This is bad for us. Safe swapping to the Ho-Oh. We're going to pull out the Kyogre. This is exactly what we need to do. Hopefully, we can fire off the Sacred Fire right here and take a shield. We do, because he's expecting the Brave Bird. At this point now, with his attack, if the attack did debuff, you're able to make another Brave Bird, but I fake him out again with the Sacred Fire, 2 Sacred Fires, taking both shields from the Fire versus Water matchup. Ho-Oh just doing amazing things here, man. Coming with the Tapu Bulu, he's going to fire off a Surf, and he comes back in with the Necrozma, and I have to come back in with my Avalugg. I'm forced to do that, unfortunately. He does send Sunseal Strike me, throw all of his energy, but I'm able to farm up to just under 2 crunches. I'm able to throw 1 off, 2 off, knock this thing out, even though we are taking super effective damage. If you were to hit me with that Steel move, and in comes a Zekrom, I Icy Wind him, dropping his attack, taking super effective damage. And I haven't seen Zekrom in a while, because he's just the meta just outplays him. He's got outclassed by other Pokemon, other Dragon types like Palkia and Dialga. But yeah, in comes the Kyogre. I got the Bulu, knock him out, and we have the Zekrom is gonna knock out my Tapu Bulu, but we have a Icy Wind loaded for the Avalugg in the back. Good game, well played, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like I said, please leave us a like, a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your weekend.